Hey guys, we're only guaranteed two things in this country: taxes and death. Hey everybody, welcome back to Irish Outlaw Garage. Today's a special day. Artemus over here is headed to Norwalk, Ohio to Pontiac Nationals. We're going to meet up with some friends of ours up there. It's just going to be me and the Zeppy. That's right, we've already got him all washed up. I changed the oil. Got everything we need on them. Without further ado, let's just get on the damn road, shall we? Getting ourselves all snuggled in. Fire's right up, just like normal. Because why? Because it's a Pontiac, that's why. And maybe because I built it. So we literally have 424 miles to the venue at Summit Motorsports Racing Park, Norwalk, Ohio. 6 hours and 33 minutes. Alright, we're going to be a little late for the first day, but that's okay. I got to work. We have to work. Everybody has stuff to do, right? So without further ado, let's just get on down the road. And hopefully we can get pretty far and no issues. That's the main thing. But I'm sure Artemus will be just fine, right? Just fine. Why am I so nervous then? Okay, first stop, 125 miles in. Artemus is getting a staggering 12.5 mile gallon. So I did a little timing bump the other night. I was just kind of messing around. I decided to give him a little bit more timing, and it's working. Things are running great. About 12.5 mile a gallon, which that is 2 miles per gallon better than Power Tour just by a timing move. That's crazy. So anyway, we've got 4 hours and 48 minutes to go, 304 miles, getting ready to go through Indianapolis. We'll check back after a bit. And just like Power Tour, here we are. I mean, that's Indianapolis. What are you gonna do? You know what I mean? So, car's running great. I don't have a complaint, although this thing it started and then died whenever we got fuel. So my gas, needle and seat are getting weak. Of course, they were new when I built the car. I'm about fed up with the new junk that people make for carburetors. I'm done. Come on! Come on! Finally! See you later, Indy. We'll be back. Moving on. Okay. Had to stop and get something to eat because he was falling asleep. He was so hungry. You know, nug life. 20 piece. Kid eats like a horse. No wonder I'm broke. It ain't got nothing to do with the cars. Anyway, we're, I don't know, 3 hours out, something like that. Car's still just doing great. I'm not even gonna stop here and get fuel. We're just gonna get on the road and get going. So nothing spectacularly crazy is happening. So we'll see you in a little bit. So basically, we're about an hour away. We stopped and got fuel. That's the longest we ever went with this car, and it took 14 gallons, which still left us 6 gallons left. So that wasn't bad. I think it was about 170 miles we went, and we got roughly 12 miles a gallon again. So I'm happy with that. Big old car like this, you think? Other than that, I got nothing to show you. You know, good for me, bad for you. I got no content at all. But we're getting ready to hop on Highway 30 here and chuck her east till we get there. We'll see you when we get there. Well, no, that was an inch. We made it. We're here. Yeah. We're gonna go walk around a little bit, say hi to some friends. We got here a little late, but maybe some action later, maybe a little action, a lot of action tomorrow probably. So we're gonna go walk around. So we're back at the hotel. Had a good time talking to Austin and Dalton, our new friends from New Jersey. Went out to eat. We're at the hotel now, which was $600 and some odd for 2 nights, and then I get here and check the hotel if they have rooms available, and they do, and they're $498 for 2 nights. So I'm gonna have to raise hell in the morning, but we're just gonna unload the car, get it in the hotel room, and I don't know, maybe hit the pool or something. Not much videoing today. I just wanted to kind of get relaxed. So we're here, and looks like it should be a good time. Artemus is a hit, definitely. It's the only one here. So anyway, I'll see you in the morning. Well, welcome to day 2. We're just walking around in the parts department, and don't really see anything that we would use. But if you wanted to build a Pontiac, it's here. There's a lot here, ain't there, buddy? This is the most I've ever seen, and it's mostly Pontiac. This is crazy. But we got a few things we're looking for ours, but I doubt we find it. But acres and acres and acres of parts. Ooh, wheel truck. We need to check out the wheels. That's where we need to be. Yeah, that's pretty neat. You know what we need? We need some old school wheels for that Dodge truck. But we'll just have to look around, but we'll get up in the cars here in a bit. So we're still just walking around. Went to see Dalton, see the Butler booth and some other stuff. We haven't even got to Ames yet, but let's go look at some pretty cars.
Appreciate everything that you guys have done to come.
Yeah. There's many cars here. Honestly can't. Oh, look at this.
Yeah, I said that earlier, but you
Oh, I didn't listen, huh?
You did not listen.
68 Catalina. What you doing, man? Yeah, we've been through all the cars. We've talked to Kevin, everybody over there, Junkyard Pigs. Zeppy wants to watch some racing, so I do too. That's why we came here in the first place. So let's see what we find. Look at that badass car. Wow. That's cool.
This afternoon. So here we go with
This makes me want to build a race car. That's why I don't ever watch this.
Wow, that's a lot of car, that's a lot of metal. And Vince Lasser from West Milton, Ohio, get side of the 72 Le Mans.
No.
Chief of the Pontiacs for runner-up. Edmund Ellison, Dayton, Ohio, will give this car a labor of love with the family, with his granddad, and with his late father, Boomer. Neat ride, man. It don't look like it as fast as it is, but
All the cool stuff happening here. Jill the Thrill Brando from Collinsville, Oklahoma.
Look at that
65 Memphis. Oh my, oh my.
got the Henry side machine. I'll get to Jeff's Auto Service, Ryan. Oh, Jeff's so tacked.
I love gassers.
Slightly different approach to going 65 on either side of the racetrack right there.
But both schools all get out.
Slight difference.
I think they'll be loud. Look at this.
On the track should be gone. 128-153.
That one kind of hurt, didn't it?
Inside car.
And Jeff's.
So as we are moving on our
There we go.
first two performance.
And they're bringing it up. And we're going racing.
Norm Williams, thank you very much. Watch him carry the front tires in this bad boy. Miles an hour, Doug Cross. Eight 67 miles an hour.
That's crazy.
And Ryan Ferris, 873, 150. Ohio gas side, Richard Lyles from Hanover, Michigan in the 63. That's all you need to do when you're in a slower car.
Maze over there, you never know what will happen. Maybe Rich runs into some problems, and he can get to the final of another performance round before, but he just rolled in deep.
He's still, he went 163 miles an hour this time, 439. So,
And Lyles is getting the Butler Performance Grand Tour final. The car he will race should be coming onto the circuit here very shortly.
And then how did you, what made the decision? I'm sure you're building something. What made you decide, you know what, I think I can make a YouTube channel out of this?
Well, I was browsing the internet, as we all do, and I just happened to see this auction pop up with this shot-up GTO in it. And I said, well, I could probably make this shot-up 1970 GTO run and drive again.
So we're just sitting underneath our tent. Artemus is right there, and talking to people about Artemus. You know, it's probably one of the weirdest cars here. The only commercial car here that I know of. But just relaxing under the tent because it got warm, didn't it? And thank God I put this in the car. We was up watching some racing, and boy, is it hot up there, ain't it? It's okay. We went through the parts, and wouldn't you know it, there is literally absolutely nothing for a 68 Pontiac Superior Coach Company ambulance. Story of our life, anybody. Anyway, maybe I'll go get some cars that we can show you. This car is ridiculous.
So here we go, folks, your final pair. Again, we need allpontiac.com Super Pro, allpontiac.com Super Pro.
Jesus Christ!
Getting the win, Sagan run after the car.
oh my gosh, Sagan had the win and lost it. Oh my. That was some scary stuff right there. He had the win and just lost it.
He let off and goosed it, and the whole place about came down. That car is retarded. I'm sorry. That's the only word I can. Holy cow.
There's going to be some serious fun right here, people.
Wow.
So here we go, Tracy. The white figure. A freak figure here being described our Pontiac Nationals. Take this car out here each and every year, and let's see if he's got something special for us. Here for the third annual Ames Performance Scrap Power Pontiac Nationals. Oh, so that is good news. Yes, he crossed the center line during Q1 quick 16. I might have been a lot stable in the lane that he's in. Free stage on, stage on. From just down the road in Mansfield, Ohio, 67 Firebird. I believe this is a super stock legal vehicle. We saw him do a couple of nice wheel stands earlier on in the day. Russ White now, the Indian Uprising 68 GTO, gonna try his hand at it.
Jim Slasher, 72 Lamont. Another Ohio guy here. Hell of a name, too. Jim Slasher. Lasher. Oh, not quite as cool. Jim Lasher. Ken Feeder. He is your reigning 1080 Performance Wheelie Contest champion. Came in with all the confidence, purging the nitrous, and doesn't have too far away to go. He's got to get the wheels up if he wants to unseat Joel Larkin, though.
That was a good one. I like that. So hey, back at the hotel, sitting here watching Zeppy swim in the pool and the hot tub and everything, and fighting him to get out, which is impossible. He loves hotel pools and hot tubs, but he likes every pool for that matter. But Dalton and Jess are both here at the same hotel. We just kind of hanging out and relaxing. Made some great friends from New Jersey, New York area. Larry and Steve, they're awesome. I'll have to show it maybe tomorrow when we get back over there. I'll show it, but found a front valence for Artemus and a whole nose really cheap. Like I paid $125 for the whole thing, and I'll show you that tomorrow. But I think we're gonna head to bed, get up, and our last day before we leave to go home. Probably be in the Butler booth a little while today, not because of anything other than we don't need to go out where the show was or anything. We're just gonna go kind of hang with our friends and hopefully get a picture of, you know, Artemis the goat and Kevin's Bonneville. Should be a good time. So, and I'm walking around and lights blinding you, so I'll let you guys go. We'll see you tomorrow. Morning. Last day. We're gonna go get something to eat. Following the Holy Goat. We're gonna go down the road, get something to eat, head back to the show for a little bit. We'll see what goes on there. That's a hell of a hole. Like, it's like we're on a ship going across the North Atlantic. So hey, we're at the last day of Pontiac Nationals. Me and the Zeppy man been having a great conversation with everyone. We're gonna watch a little bit of racing before we stop and we can. Yeah, Zeppy signing autographs. So yeah. Anyway, let's watch some racing before we take off.
Galloway, Ohio, the 73 GTO. Sure would like to win one so that maybe he could be in that 1-8 auto Chief of Pontiac's runoff later today.
And John Bialik, Ohio Catside from Scottsdale, Pennsylvania, dialed in at 923 in the beautiful 62 Catalina.
He's one of those cars that I think every time we call up Super Pro, he's pretty much the first pair of cars out. He's winning the
In the GTO.
For Matt will be super improved, but still number 4. Well, here's that hot rod. Chuck Stefanski, Big 3 Racing from the Group, Big 3 Racing, Chuck Rustrevivalgarage. Chuck, get ready to move up in the wagon. We've been 7 switching so far this weekend.
Let's see, you gotta love those digital taillights.
Shit. This thing's loud, buddy. I missed it yesterday. I want to see it today.
Canadian Performance Street Odd. Canadian Performance Street Odd. We are playing. Nailed it.
a drag and drive car,
That
buddy.
one, like, wow. The earlier passes we
Well, we got everything tore down, getting ready to leave. Butler guys are getting ready to leave. Looks like everybody's getting ready to leave. So let me show you this line of cars here.
12, 22, 111.
So this is Austin's Le Mans. He got second place in his bracket in this car, street car. Make sure you go to Lucor or Automotive Adventures with Austin to check this car out. I'm not sure which video, which channel he's gonna have it on, but that's right. That's pretty badass for us YouTubers.
I just see custom.
This is his daily driver, and he whooped ass. And of course, we got Artemus
66 GTO.
at the Holy Goat.
50 will be getting chased by the custom.
We got Kevin's friend, drove all the way down from Iowa. And Kevin's car.
Shifted ride for Haddock.
So yeah,
6 now between
things are
us.
starting to come down. Everybody's chatting. We got some good racing in.
Here comes Bishop.
Luke's hanging out. Jess is hanging
Bishop
out.
will be your winner. He runs dead on
Zeppy's
with
ready
the
to go
two.
home.
Haddock.
And honestly, so am I. I got a 7-hour drive, and I got to get up and drive in the morning. So, what do you think, buddy? You ready to hit the trails? Had enough, even though we wish it was another day? Yeah. All right.
Coming up against Randy.
Let's get on the road. Ready? Well, Norwalk, it's been fun. It's been a blast. We're tired, and we got 7 hours to drive home.
Reaction time for
You have a good time? I did too. This was a lot of fun. Thanks to everybody that came to see me. And Zeppy, signing autographs. Loved them. It's been a blast. We really enjoyed this. We'll be back. Thanks again, but it's time to hit the road, so let's go.
And the win. Thursday's weekend is over as Russ White gets them at the starting line and the finish line.
142 miles an hour from the Indian uprising. Wow. Joel Larkin, Ohio, Catside, Mansfield, Ohio.
I'm gonna try to do a burnout. I've tried it, it don't happen. Go ahead, you're right. Go ahead. Oh. Take care, man. Well, hey, first gas stop. Put about 8 gallons in, so yeah, it's sitting at about 12 and a half, 13 mile a gallon. We got about 327 miles to go. Should be home by about 8:30 tonight, which is cool because it will still be light outside. Ain't that right? But Artemus is running great. It's absolutely fantastic. This thing is a cruiser, isn't it? And it is comfortable. I might have to drive this everywhere. Maybe duct tape drag, but I don't know. We'll have to ask Mom about that. She may not like that very much. Onward we go. Right? Right. So we're in Indiana, right outside of Indianapolis. We stopped to get fuel. Of course, card readers broke, because you know, card readers, and it's us and everything else. So I was just kind of put $50 worth of gas in it, and I don't know, it'll come to 11 gallons, so it didn't fill it up. So I know we were low, but that's all right. We need to get going. We need to get something to eat. There's no fast food here, and we're just gonna keep moving. We'll get something down the road. So onward. Oh, Artie is doing great. So we's hungry. Nug life engaged with milkshakes, you know. So we've only got 122 miles to get home. We're gonna get there pretty quick. So unless something happens, we'll see you at home.
Do not jinx it.
Yeah, don't jinx it. Not to mention we had to make sure we had lights. I forgot to even check, but we do. We're onward. Hopefully we'll see you at home. No more content. Well, folks, it is the next night. I got home, me and Zeppy got home about 9:30 at night, and we were just wanted to spend time with the family, and my God, Dixie Lee attacked me and cut my lip, and all kinds of nonsense happened, you know. The only thing Amber didn't do was run out and hug her car, my baby, and grab her car, because, you know, we took her car. Well, Artemus did great. Artemus was fantastic. I didn't even open the hood on the way home. Never leaked a drop. Never burnt a drop. I checked it when we got home. Nothing. That's one of them engines that, oh, that'll never work. Damn number 8 cylinder looked like the surface of the moon. Piston looked like the surface of the moon. It's fine. And I gotta tell you, as an engine builder, you know, kind of a shade tree engine builder, I've done some professional stuff, but I just don't want to do that. I kind of figure if I can do it, you can do it. That type of thing. And you can just do it in your garage. I got a 350 block sitting here I'm gonna build. It's ain't had pistons in it for 20 years, you know. But we was coming home, and I think we got to around, I think it was right before Indianapolis. And we had the windows down and we're just flying, you know, and 75 mile an hour allegedly. And something changed in the engine. I could feel it, I could hear it. It just smoothed. Like it finally broke in, where it's just, and the only way I can describe it to you is the drone of a, just, I love Pontiac engines, okay? The sound, they're you cannot mess up what they sound like. Pontiac, you know, the bigger cylinder cars like your 400 and your 455, they just have a tone. And I was trying to think of the best way I could explain this to you all. Especially Gen Xers will get this, most millennials. But if I was to explain it, think of Randy Rhoads, 1981 or 2, a perfect chord from Randy Rhoads. It just, whoa. It's the best way I can explain it. The sound changed from a running motor to Artemus telling me, hey buddy, I'm ready, let's go. And it just, there's a sound. That's the only thing I can tell you. For some, maybe it's a sixth sense of mine, but I'm telling you, that motor is singing like you wouldn't believe. Now, we made it home, no problems. Bottomed out a couple times, but that was the exhaust hitting the ground because we had all that weight in the back. But let's go to the show. Let's talk about the show. First time I've ever been to Pontiac Nationals. I did have friends that had been there a couple years in a row, and unfortunately they didn't go this year. 99.9999 to 999% of everyone and everything I saw, spectacular. The racing was spectacular. All the people were spectacular. I made a whole bunch of new friends. Has nothing to do with the channel. They could come watch this and not subscribe. I want the friendship of the people with the same mentality that I do with these old cars. Okay, let's get that right out of the way. Butler Performance was absolutely the most hospitable, nicest people you could ever ask for. Ames Performance, the guys that were putting the show on, were fantastic. Everybody was fantastic. The people walking around, and they had it very well done. I mean, they were overwhelmed with cars this year, it sounded like. But they got everything just smooth, you know. And of course I got to hang out with my friends, my YouTube friends. Turns out a bunch of us, all of us YouTube friends, had a phenomenal weekend. Like, everything went right for us. Everything did, and that's kind of rare. You know, there was no issues. We all had such a great time, and that's why I like all my friends, you know, YouTubers. I like all of them because we're all just dudes and dudettes, some of us. But anyway, we all had a great time. Like I said, Butler was fantastic. They're going to help me with a few things with Artemus, some touch-ups. We'll just say that. I do have some other stuff coming up with Artemus too that I believe is going to happen, but we'll wait and see how that goes. I gotta simmer down a little bit because I've been doing a lot of traveling, and like I said, I got home last night at 9:30. I probably slept 6 hours, got up at 5 o'clock, and gone in the truck. I just got home. It's almost it's 9:30. I just got home, so I needed to make sure I talked to y'all about this. But anyway, other than that 99.99999, one thing I've got to say, and this is why I don't do car shows. Nothing against folks that love their car show. They love polishing for 9 hours to get a trophy. If that's your absolute labor of love, have at it, you know. One thing I did notice is it's looking a little scarce on a younger generation with the car show stuff. Now, I had a little bit of a barking fit with some people that were close to me, and I just told them, you know, if you don't like it, that car you brought here moves, start it up, and hit the road. And that was the end of it. I never got into a bitching match with them. I don't know any other way to say it, but anyway, we went to the tent with all the trophies and stuff because we had Artemus in the show, and I wasn't expecting to win anything. There was so many nice cars, and this young gentleman won a trophy for a Catalina or something. He had to be 19 years old, 18, 19 years old. And I had Zeppy in there. I wanted him to experience it. And they announced this kid his first place. And I looked at the crowd, and they're all clapping. Everybody's clapping. going like this, but then I look out and people that they were bitching under their breath. Oh, and I seen it come out of the guy's mouth. Look, this young kid, I've been working at this for... Really, dude? So they had already announced our, you know, whatever part of the show, and I just, you know, see who won, you know. You should be proud of stuff like that, because there ain't gonna be many left if they don't bring in the younger crowd. So I told Zeppy, I said, let's go back to the, but basically, let's go back to the Butler booth. Let's go back to Artemus and the Holy Goat and stuff, and we'll just hang out there before we left to come home. And other than that, I'm not, this show was awesome. We'll be back. We are going back. Might even try to build something else to maybe run from the other side of the venue. Sounds like my friend Austin, his car, Lucor Automotive, had a fantastic weekend. So maybe we can do something like that. Just regular old folks say, ah, you know what, I'll throw this in here and throw this in there and I'll go run it. You know? Austin's face lit up. He was telling me, he's like, I can't believe it. You have to go to Lucor Automotive. Go to his channel and see that. I don't want to speak for his video. But, you know, we had a great time. Zeppy loved it. We were sad it had to end. And, you know, it's something else. But I need to tell you, if you're that older generation, the old, you know, boomers, so to speak, you probably need to let up. If you're that kind of person, you need to let up on younger generations bringing stuff in. Just because you've been doing it for years and then a younger guy comes in, what's going to happen to this when, you know, we're only guaranteed two things in this country: taxes and death. What's going to happen when that comes? What's going to happen to the, you know, this sport, if you want to call it that, if you've ran off all the young ones? You need to bring them in and embrace them to keep this going. And that goes on with another thing. Oh my God, I had to talk to, I lost my voice. You know, we had my tent there, and that became, you know, the YouTuber getaway. You know, you can only talk for so long before you need to sit down. Not to mention, you know, with Dalton, he ain't been feeling good of late. He just got over a really nasty sickness. He needed to get away, so him and Jess had come over behind Artemus in the tent with our new friends Steve and Larry from Jersey, and they, you know, they needed to take a break. Well, they kind of got a break, but I had so much foot traffic with Artemis. Hey, I bet I told the single same story. You hear it in my voice, it's going, it's still going. Single story about Artemis 5,000 times. I'm probably exaggerating. I may be, but I talk to a lot of people, and that's great. But boy, after a while, you know. But I don't remember the freaking point I was going to make. I had a few people say, why is this here? This is not a show car. Artemis is not a show car. You'd be right. He's a daily driver. The point of Artemis being at that was not to get trophies or show it. It was to show the biggest Pontiac get-together in the United States, a car that they had never seen before. Most of them, I had people, they didn't even know they existed. And here it is. So I'm like letting them open the door. They were, you know, they could get in, open the back door. They were amazed by it. And that's the whole point. But then I heard these people telling me, you know, that doesn't belong here, this, that, and the other. Same thing that the professional car club guys, I had a few of them, not all of them, just a couple of them, you know, giving me a hard time. Hey guys, You still gonna tell me I need to part that car out? No, because you're the same guy that told me now it needs to be in a shop and get restored and put in a museum. Just coming to a point, the more of these cars that you part out because you think that they are gone, that's one less VIN number that can be put back out there before this government we have decides to outlaw them all together. More is power. Some of you were complaining, not all of you, I'm talking, this is like the minuscule, less than 0.0001%. Were angry that YouTubers were doing this thing. I heard it with my own ears, okay? These guys don't belong here. They don't do this, don't do, you know, they don't put all the work into this car like I don't care. Because there's YouTubers like Emily Reeves of Flying Sparks Garage literally speaking to Congress to make sure you can still keep your hobby alive. Not random Joe off the street, YouTubers with a voice and a camera. And I would do the exact same thing for you. And that's the only negative I got out of that whole thing, and we will be going back. And this year, I'll let Amber take Artemus because I might have something that I can bring myself. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I know this is a long-winded ending, but I had to put it in here. It was a car show. I'm going to give you my, you know, what I think of it. And that 0.001%, I still love you to death. I'm not mashing on you. I'm just trying to tell you it's time to open up to new possibilities, okay? There's a lot of good things that can come from it. Saying that now there's too many cars in this. What? What? You know, one of the main arguments that got hit with me was it was the big cars, because I was in the big car thing, you know, B models, but mine was commercial chassis. But they were complaining that now there's too many of them. That just means that you don't get a trophy no matter what. You know, kind of like Little League participation trophy. Is that what you're used to? I'm just talking to that one dude that met, you know, brought that up. But man, I would never, that was the greatest show. I've been to a lot of things, Power Tour, all that. That was, Pontiac Nationals in Norwalk it was awesome. I ain't got nothing bad to say about the venue or the people running it and everybody that I was involved with being there. So kudos to all of you, and thanks to everybody I met. Tony, the guys from was it Rustrevivalgarage I met, and he's got a great video. He's got a great video out on this, so you might want to go check it out. Maybe I'll put it down in the comments too. I'm sure Dalton, Pole Barn Garage, will have a good video coming out on it, obviously. Lucor's already got videos coming out, and they're fantastic. It's one of the best videos I think Austin's ever put out. It is a greatly done video. It's greatly done video is the words I could use. I'm tired. It's going to have to work. But kudos to Austin for putting that out. And he got his moonshine. I bought him moonshine 2 years ago in Power Tour, and I never gave it to him. I kept it, handed it to him. I'm sure he was enjoying it. But, you know, and the guys from Junkyard Digs, they're just awesome people. You know, I was around them like I always am. We're just friends. We don't put the camera in each other's face and all that. Yeah. Anyway, again, thanks to Butler for allowing me to park with the big dogs, and I appreciate Ames, everything, and all those vendors. They were super nice, awesome people. Everybody was awesome. So appreciate you guys. Like, subscribe, share, all that stuff. Cuss, discuss, comment. Call me an asshole. I don't care. You know how I am. Gen X, I don't give a damn. Anyway, thank you to all my partners in this. Lugnutguys.com. super clean, Roadkill Customs, Poppy's Patina, which everybody loved on that car, by the way. They loved it. They were like, why is this so shiny? Matter of fact, there was this guy from Boston that come up there and he's like, why is it so wicked shine? Why is it so shiny? And I had to tell him, you know, I showed him the sticker and everything. This is Poppy's Patina. He goes, man, I got some stuff back home that would go. I got poppyspatina.com. Okay? Anyway, take care.